Welcome to EmployeeConnect. This demo will discuss how to view the policies accepted by your employees, your manager's direct reports, how to do a bulk assignment, and how to upload policies via the communication module in EmployeeConnect. Really easy. First, if you'd like to upload a new policy in the system, all you have to do is log in, go to Advanced, Communication, click on the publishing link on the left menu, and then click New Document. This will bring up the document properties form where you can upload your policy. Just make sure that this is a file. The file type is selected. You have the option of selecting a folder location if you have defined that previously. Enter a document name. A description, short description for your file, so anyone who accesses that from here will be able to determine what that is. And then for tracking, you can determine who the owner is. It's usually the person uploading the file. You can define the scope, so you can make this available to core HR, which is the general Employee Connect available to everyone here when they log in. The different modules that we have in Employee Connect, like remuneration, performance module, and then onboarding. If you want to make it available for both general EC and the onboarding site, then you select this option. But for now, let's do just publishing. And then you can set up keywords so anyone who would do a search will be able to get hits and find this file. But that's completely optional. Document version, if this is an update of an existing policy that you have on EC already. Submit date, you can leave that as default. It will always be the current date that you upload the file, unless you're making modifications. So that's completely optional. And then security, make sure published is ticked so this file will be made available and can be seen and accessed by your employees. End date is completely optional. This will just take this down if you set an end date on the document property. Allow access defines who you're giving access to the file. So there are different options here. You can select from several profiles here on the drop down, groups that you've defined on EC, like what you see here. And then deny access. If you want to trickle down the access rights, then you can do that too. You can do a combination. For example, you can allow all managers to access this file, but deny access to employees, something like that. So it's completely up to you. Once you have your settings here, just make sure to click on the save button, save the file, and make it available in Employee Connect. So for the next step, how do we set this up and send this over to employees already in the system? Let's say, for example, you have a new policy that you want your existing employees to accept. How do we do that? So you access policy acceptance also from the communication module, and you just click on acceptance admin. This is similar to what we've done previously under the publishing link. The difference here is we have an option to upload the file individually and assign a person who needs to accept the file in one go. So you can select the policy that you have here and the existing ones, or you could do a completely new upload of a new file, a new policy that you haven't put in Employee Connect yet. And as before, you input a file name, description, start and end date are completely optional. And then you can select participants. You can click plus here to send this over to a group of people for their acceptance. And under scope, you can see we have predefined options. You can select company to send this to the entire organization. And then if you have several companies defined in EC, you will see that option appear here. Or for example, you want to send it to specific org units within your organization, and you can do that too. different regions, different locations. So depending on that filter, then they will be the recipients, and the policies will be assigned to them for acceptance. Now, if you only want to send this policy for acceptance to specific people or a specific person, just one, then use this option instead under individual recipients. From here, you can click the plus button and then select who will be your audience. Just click on this pick list, and then a list of employees will be displayed. Click on this button here to select the person, and then remember to click the check button, check icon, to set him up. Now, once you have your audience set up here, you can do a combination of both, by the way. So you're not limited to one or the other. You can do both. Once you have them set up, you can review the notification that you see here. This will be the message that will be sent to them if you'd like to. So if you want to send a notification, an email to them to remind them that there is a new policy that has to be accepted, you can do so. Just make sure to tick this box, review the message here, edit it if you like, and then hit save. As soon as you click save, the system will send out notifications to the target audience. Now, again, as mentioned, this is optional. You can leave this. There won't be any email notification being sent out to your audience. But when they do log into Employee Connect, they'll be able to see the policies under their menu. For example, if I was an employee, I was Harry Potter, and then I log in. When I go to home, and then visit the policies, I'll be able to see that file on there. I can view it and then accept, and that will be recorded by Employee Connect. So let's go back. All right, so we showed you how to assign an individual policy to different audiences. What if I want to do several at a time? Then do bulk assign right here. Click on this button. From here, you'll be able to see all of the published policies that you have in EC, the ones that you've uploaded via publishing link here. Just select which ones you'd like to appear on there and send for acceptance. And then, similar to what we did previously, select your audience, group, or individual recipients. Just select it from here. And then again, you have the option of sending a notification out to remind them of the policy. Otherwise, just leave this blank and they'll be able to see that when they log in. Just remember to click save when you're done with your settings so that the policies do get assigned. Now, I would like to show you the default message that we have for the notifications. So this is where you set that up. From here, you can modify the default message that appears on the notifications that you send out to anyone who viewed setup to accept the new policies. Okay, now that's how you set up the policies, how you upload, how you send them over to your audience. As an HR, how do you view who has accepted the policy? So do you have a report? We do have that here. All you have to do is go under the HR menu, click on people. So that's people, employment, policy acceptance. This is a report that will show you the list of your employees in Employee Connect, their names, the policies they have been assigned, a link to access and preview the policy itself, the date you've assigned the policies to them, when they have accepted the policies. So you see the status here. Green means they have accepted and signed the policies. Red means they haven't accepted policies yet. Now, as a manager, we have a similar feature. Anyone with any direct reports will be able to see the policies that has been assigned to their employees. So just go under Manager, Employment, go under Policy Acceptance. So your team will be listed here. Their name, policy name. Again, the link to preview the policy itself, when the policy was assigned, and the day that they accepted. Refer to the status if you want to know quickly if they have accepted it or not. So this would be red if it's not yet accepted, green if it has been accepted. There will always be a date on here, so you will also be able to determine by looking at the date accepted column. Now, as a user, I'll be able to view the policies I was assigned by going under Home. Anyway, this is the only menu that I will be able to access if I am just an employee. So Home, go under Company, and then Policy Acceptance. And here, you'll see the list. So that covers the topics that we have for this demo, the policy acceptance, how to assign them, how to do a bulk assignment, how to set up new policies in the system, and how managers, HR, or end users will be able to view the policies. I hope you found this helpful.